And in Zionsville, police and firefighters had more than enough to keep themselves busy after the storm came through Boone County today.
That is where Eyewitness News reporter Kevin Rader filed this report.
Saw the rain start coming in. Took a beeline towards the garage. Next thing you know, it was almost like hurricane force winds that had come through the area. So as soon as the rain let up, came out and started assessing storm damage, and as you can see, this is what we ended up with out here.
And you didn't hear these?
Nothing
Isn't
whatsoever.
that amazing?
No. We lost that big cottonwood over here. We also lost a walnut that almost hit my neighbor's garage here. My neighbor lost this big walnut, and then the neighbors 2 doors down lost the whole top section out of their willow tree.
But it doesn't look like any structures were hit.
No, it does not appear that any structures were hit in this area.
Man, that's pretty lucky, the size of those trees.
It is. If it was a microburst and it came through, we're very fortunate that all my neighbors through here are okay and nobody got hurt.
That was Eyewitness News reporter Kevin Rader. Now to Jeremy Brilliant with the damage he's seen on the northwest side of Indianapolis. Jeremy?
And what we saw here was mainly minor damage across Indianapolis. Some limbs down, some trees like this one fell victim to the high winds today, but nothing too major. As it's said so many times after storms like this, could have been much worse. This huge tree on Lyndhurst Drive in Speedway didn't stand a chance. Saturated soil and high winds made for a destructive combination. A few miles to the northeast at 38th and Moeller, AutoZone sign ended up in its entrance. Powerful winds snapped it at the base. And at IFD Station 33, trees cut off cable and phone lines. Even without power, though, emergency response wasn't interrupted since they have handheld radios. Near 62nd and Georgetown, Derek Jones's tree finally met its match. Over the past few years, it's been struck twice by lightning, and now, after the storm, it's gone. Well, almost.
I see part of it still rooted and grounded, so I guess you can't keep a good tree down.
And his tree, some of the other trees you saw in this one also will have to be cut up and hauled away. But one thing, John and Emery, we did not see a lot of today, in fact, very little of at all, was damage caused to buildings, to homes. So even with these trees down, they just happened to fall in the right direction. Perhaps it was a matter of luck. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Jeremy.
Yeah, we'll take luck if that's all we have.
Sure.
Thank you. Well, we have more looks at the damage across the state. This is brought to us by WTHR viewers. This picture was sent by Leanne Williams here in Indianapolis. She says the garage, despite the way it looks, was not that badly damaged.
Katie Clary also sent us these photos. You can see a tree down in a pool. This is near 56th Street and Allisonville Road today. And
Susie Kapke found this broken tree near Eagle Trace in Center Grove.
We also have pictures of the storm approaching today. Heidi Brooks captured and then shared with us this amazing picture. This is the storm blowing through today through Sheridan.
Well, that's a big time photograph there. And also, this was a view at the Home Depot off of 38th Street. Mark Davis captured this picture.
And Ashley Melling saw these storms as the storm rolled through the east side. These images today from 30th and Midhofer.
In Seymour today in Jackson County, the storm snapped several telephone poles and power lines in half. At last check, about 1,200 people there were still without power. And more than 15,000 Duke Energy customers and 32,000 IPL customers were without power for at least a while across the state.
You can always keep ahead of the storm with the SkyTrack 13 weather app. It has a personalized forecast, live Doppler 13 radar, and all the watches and alerts in your area sent to your phone. You can download it. It's free in the Android and the Apple App Store.